Regan Slaymaker for International Boxing News. Now, the pleasure to be joined by the WBO Lightweight World Champ and the first British female to win a world title in three weight divisions, Terri Harper. Terri, I mean, has it sunk in the weekend yet?
Yeah, I'd say so. Just about. I think mainly because I'm back to just doing my house chores and ironing and stuff. It's back to reality. But what a weekend! And I'm a bit on a bit of a downer just with how good the weekend was. And then back, you just like back to normal life. But I keep watching my videos back and just soaking up and enjoying it. And yeah, I think that for me is one of the best weekends of my career. So.
Definitely as well. I mean, how the fight itself, I mean, for me you're a fairly clear winner on the night as well. The scorecards were a bit closer than I thought. I mean, how do you reflect on the fight itself?
Uh, so the game plan was to be a bit cagey for the first like 3 to 4 rounds, and obviously I don't want to be rushing in doing anything daft. She was southpaw, so just having to be careful of that. But the game plan was mainly just take everything away from her, so she couldn't get anything off, and which I do think we were successful in doing. I do kind of wish I turned the screw a little bit more, and like I watched the fight back the other night and. I've already been very critical on it and just thinking I wish I threw like more body shots and stuff, but I guess it's just in the moment and that's what we're working, so I didn't want to change anything. And then again, I felt comfortable like throughout. In the sixth round, I got caught with a good shot. Kind of buzzed me a little bit, so I had to get my senses back. And all I was thinking to myself in that sixth round was, I've had a good 5 rounds, and just accept and know this round isn't mine, and just get back to the corner and just see what they say from there. And as soon as I got back to the corner, I got a nice little telling off, and freezing cold water poured over my head, and it like woke me back up, and it kind of gave me my second gear then to go out and get back to game plan and just continue what I was doing.
Definitely, mate, as well. I mean, I want to the ring walk as well. I think we were just talking off camera about the arena as well and the fans that are in there. But the ring walk, I think that's the most confident I've seen you on a ring walk. It was only the smallest car. It was like I think it was the smallest ring walk that I've ever seen from a fight night. But I mean, did that kind of fill you with confidence that kind of it was at that time it was kind of just your fans in there then once the undercard had finished?
Yeah, no, to be fair, when we were when I was walking out in the when you're in the back, you're waiting for to be called out. I don't know what it is, but like the smell of it, like and just like being back there and back waiting, it kind of like my mind was like flashing back to Sandy Ryan fight, and I thought, this is not where I need to be right now in mind. I had to like completely shut it out because I was just getting flashbacks and um, just went out onto stage and I just thought I need to enjoy this moment and soak it up and try and get the crowd pumped up and going. And I think that's the first time I've really done that. Even during the fight, I'm like trying to encourage the crowd to like get behind me and stuff like that. So Andrew told me before I went out, he says you really need to go out there and be confident with the ring walk and own it. And for me, watching the video back, I think it's one of my best ring walks I've had. So
Definitely as well. Obviously, that night, I mean, created a bit of history, as I mentioned in the intro. I mean, the first British female to win a world title in three weight divisions. I mean, no one can take that away from you, right? That's history right there. I mean, have you had the time to kind of process that, or is it kind of just another kind of achievement ticked off in the career of Terri Harper?
a bit of both, but I think the older I've got and obviously being so close to, I'd say losing it all. Like I guess in my the early stages of my career, I didn't really appreciate what I'd achieved and stuff. And I've made sure like this time I've really gave myself a pat on the back and like this is the first time I'm truly proud after a fight, truly proud of myself, and that's mainly due to the way I conducted myself throughout the whole training camp. It was a long slog, and I really worked hard, and um, I'm proud of myself, and I feel like I truly deserve the win. And I know when I'm on holiday at the end of the week, I feel like I've deserved it.
Definitely, mate, as well. Do you think, obviously, there was a lot made from kind of the loss to Sandy Ryan heading into this fight? I mean, despite the fact you only lost twice, a lot of female fighters have lost way more than that and then achieved world titles after. Did that make the win even more sweeter with a lot of people kind of overly bringing that fight into this one?
I'd say so, yeah. And it was mainly for myself. I think after the Sandy Ryan fight, I really was questioning if I've got as far as I can with boxing. And I said it in a couple of my interviews. I thought, is it time for me to hang my gloves up and walk away? If I don't get the results I want on Saturday night, have I done everything that I can? And I just knew deep down I've got a lot more to give to the sport, and it's been refreshing to get Paul Durose in on camp, and it's gave me that hunger and the love back for the sport. So like even now, even though like I'm excited for my holiday, I'm buzzing to be getting back in the gym. Whereas before I just wanted to go off and completely shut off from boxing. Whereas now I'm itching to get back in and catch up with Andrew and see what the plan is. And yeah, it's a nice feeling to have the excitement and the love back.
Definitely as well. I want to touch on Paul Giroux. Obviously, I think from if my memory is correct, he was your amateur coach for a long period of time as well. Obviously, you brought him into the corner with Stefy. Obviously, he was the main man giving you instructions in there on Saturday night. I mean, you just touched on it there, but kind of how important was bringing Paul kind of back into your boxing career, heading into this fight with Rhiannon Dixon?
I feel like it's done full circle. It's special because obviously my boxing career started with Paul, and everyone saying this was my last role at Dice. I thought it's nice to have Paul in, and he's the one that motivated me and basically made me believe in myself again, and believe that it's not the last roll of the dice, even though that's the narrative Matchroom played. Obviously, we got to sell tickets and stuff and get the interest, and I just knew that, like I said, I know there's more for me to give, and there's more levels in me. So it was just refreshing to be with Paul, and it made me work hard. I'll say that I've had some of the craziest blisters on my feet that I've never experienced. He's had me running up and down the steps and just proper old school hard work. And like I said, I'm dying for that holiday and just to just sit there and feel like I truly deserve the rest.
Definitely, you definitely do. I mean, it was some performance on Saturday night as well. It's great to see you back at world level with that world title as well. I mean, obviously outside of your holiday, obviously, I know that you're not one to call anyone out, Terry. You've never been kind of the one to do that. But is there anything that you would like next, whether that be a unification or another weight division? Is there anything that you've kind of got your mind on?
Definitely not another weight division. I think I found my the weight division for me. Like, I didn't have to kill myself to make this weight. There's like no hot baths. I had a little sweat out the night before on like my last punching session, but it was nothing crazy and like fully hydrated. Like the fight week, I was doing water loading, so like one of the days I was drinking 6 liters. So. I was fully fueled and hydrated and stuff. So this weight is perfect. But I think for me now it's a great feeling to be back in the thick of it and be surrounded by these great champions at this weight. And I just know there's so many great fights that can be made. And I guess this is where I have my trust in Andrew and my team and kind of leave them to do that for me. And I'll just get back to the gym. They'll tell me when I'm fighting, and that's it. Crack on.
Definitely as well. And also the gym is flying at the moment as well. I mean, Conor Kelso, I mean, finally getting his just deserves as well, winning that Commonwealth title, mandatory for the European as well. You've got Rhiannon Dixon still in there. I mean, how does it feel kind of the gym's growing with more and more champions as well. Josh Padley as well and the Joshua
Yeah.
Dubois. I mean, how is it kind of obviously you're kind of the linchpin of that team, obviously winning the world titles. I mean, how does it feel to see the gym gaining more success as well over the years?
It's brilliant. I think it's nice that we're finally getting the recognition that we deserve. Obviously, a lot of hard work gets put in, and we've got obviously Jimmy Joe out in the end of October against the rematch against Campbell. So that's going to be a cracking fight, as it was the first time around. And there's just a good buzz in the gym, and it motivates you to get back in and get back to work, and everyone just bounces off each other and it's inspiring those who are just starting out in the career and stuff. And obviously inspiring Jimmy to go on and get the job done on thing. Obviously, we've got Raven, who's managed by Andrew. She's out on the Saudi card against Sky. So again, it's just brilliant, and it's just a good buzz in the air.
No, there definitely is. There definitely is as well. And I was going to ask if lightweight was going to be the division you want to campaign at, but you've already answered that question, so we can skip that one as well. I mean, Terry, we've breezed through my questions. I'll give you the final word. I mean, for the fans who came out on Saturday and who are eagerly anticipating your return, mate, as well.
Yeah, just it's just a massive thank you to everyone who's supported me and sent me well wishes, and everyone who's been there from day dot and followed my career from the small hall shows to winning the world titles at Sheffield Arena, to then losing and then continuing to show me the support and love through the ups and downs. And it was just so special to get the win for them as well on Saturday night. And obviously after all the messing around with the fight day and the venue being changed so many times, people booking flights, hotels to like London, Manchester, Sheffield, for it all to just be keep getting swapped around and a lot of messing around. So I'm just grateful for everyone who came out Saturday night and shown the support, and just who's been loyal from the start, really.
Definitely. And as one of those fans, I mean, I've said it to you before on camera, you're one of the fighters who kind of got me into boxing, that win against Vivian Obernorth, and kind of I followed your career all the way through. So this
Oh,
makes
thank
this
you.
interview even more better. So Terry Harper, I mean, again, thank you again for your time today, mate, and congratulations once again for the win on Saturday night.
Thank you. I'm just gonna go and finish my ironing now.
No, well, enjoy that, Terry.
Yeah, I
Cheers.
will. I'll enjoy it.